Okay, our next topic is nature of the roots. So like when you consider the quadratic equation, let me write its general form. What is the general form of a quadratic equation which we discussed? It is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Bx plus c is equals to 0. This is the general form of a quadratic equation which we discussed, right? So here we know what is A. A is the coefficient of x square term, and B is the coefficient of x, and C is the constant term, and then after equality you have 0. So if your constant comes on the right hand side of the equality, then we'll send on the left side, then only we call it as a general form of a quadratic equation. Now we discussed two methods. One is splitting the middle term, and the second one is completing the square method. These are the two methods which we discussed to find a solution of a quadratic equation. Now we are going to introduce the third one that we call as, this method will help you to find the solution of a quadratic equation in the another way. The formula is x equals to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac. Let me write b square minus 4ac upon 2 times. This is called as a quadratic formula. Okay. So if they ask in the exam that solved by quadratic formula, then I have to use this formula. I think all these values, everything on the RHS, the formula is involved only with B term, A term, and C term. And A, B, C values we'll get from the given quadratic equation. Then substitute here. Then simplify it. Whatever the values will come, that will be the X value. So this method is very useful because in the factorization, sometimes you may not be able to factorize it very quickly. It's b square minus 4ac, not plus 4ac. Okay. Now, there are, here if you look at into the formula carefully, there is one term under root b square minus 4ac. Okay. So if under root, if I get a negative value, because b square minus 4ac can, sometimes it can be negative, sometimes it can be 0, or sometimes it can be positive. If it is negative, that means under root you have a negative number. So we don't know how to solve under root negative numbers. Okay, so there are three cases arises here. Let me give you the explanation for all the three roots. B square minus 4ac, if it is equals to 0, then what happens to the formula? What you get here in the formula is, you will get it as x equals to minus b upon 2a. This is what you left out, because under root b square minus 4ac is 0. So under root 0 is 0, plus or minus 0. Whether you add 0 or whether you subtract 0, your answer is not going to affect. Okay, so you left out is minus b upon 2a. So you substitute b value, you substitute a value, whatever the answer comes, that is the value of x. Here what happens is, but it is a quadratic equation. As we know, quadratic equation must have the two solutions. But if I substitute b and a value, I am going to get only one value. This happens because both the zeros are same. So we can say it is equal roots. Okay. If b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then the given quadratic equation is going to have equal root. That means roots are same. First root is same, second root is also will be same as the first root. Okay. So second case will come. Let me put here. If in the second case, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means it is a positive number. Greater than 0 means whatever the answer comes, that will has to be a positive number. So if it is a positive number, b square minus 4ac is a positive number, then we are going to get the two solutions, which are, what are the two solutions? Let's see what are the two solutions which we have. Let me insert. First solution is, let me copy the same. Here I'm going to delete minus. One solution is minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and another solution of x is same will be there. It will be minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, because we have plus or minus sign here. So I'll take plus sign one time and I'll take minus sign second time. So these are the two solutions will be there for x values, and both the solutions are different. So if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then I can say x, or maybe instead of x, you can say roots are real and distinct. What do you mean by roots are real and distinct? If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, it is a positive number. So under root some positive number. So it is a, maybe sometimes it can be a rational number, or sometimes it can be a irrational number. Okay. So minus b plus irrational number upon 2a. If it is irrational number, then the total number is going to be a irrational number. I know every irrational number is also a real number. For example, b square minus 4ac is a rational number, because if it is a perfect square number, then under root perfect square number will give me a rational number. So minus b is a rational number plus rational number upon again a rational number. So it will give me finally a rational number. A rational number is also a real number. So here you have plus sign and here you have minus sign. So signs are different. That means my values are also going to different, because here you are adding and here you are subtracting. Definitely your answers are going to be different. Lakshay, can you repeat which one you want to repeat? Yeah, I'll repeat. Wait. So this is going to be real roots, real and distinct roots. Who are joining too late? Students, please be join on time. So third case will come, b square minus 4ac is less than 0. So let me explain that case also. Then we'll go through all the three cases once again. If, I change the, wait a minute. Where is this? B square minus 4ac is less than 0. What do you mean by less than 0? Anyone can answer? If this value is less than 0, what do you mean by that? If it is greater than 0, I said it is a positive number.
It would be a negative number.
It will be a negative number. So if it is a negative number, that means under root here, under root you have a negative number. Do we know how to solve under root negative numbers? Till now, any of the previous classes you learn how to solve the root of negative numbers? Anyone? No. Yes. We in class 9, maybe we studied that if it is under root negative number, we cannot solve it. There is no real number which satisfies, under root negative number. Till now we don't know. Maybe when you go to higher classes, class 11, we have one number system that we call as a complex number system. I think I given the introduction for this, which help you to solve under root negative number also. But in class 10, we cannot have, or we cannot solve such quadratic equation. If b square minus 4ac is coming negative, then we say the given quadratic equation has no real roots. I'm not saying here no roots. If no roots means you cannot solve only. I'm saying no real roots. That means in the real number system, we don't know how to solve it. In the complex number system, yes, we can solve it. So maybe when you go for higher math, class 7th math, then we'll discuss at that time how to solve them. Okay. So here we have three types of conditions. One is b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. If it is equals to 0, then I have equal roots. Okay, what are the roots will be minus b upon 2a. Both the roots are same. First, I think in the splitting the middle term, we solve few examples where both the roots are same. In that particular cases, your b square minus 4ac is going to be 0. Then answer x value is going to be minus b upon 2a. If second case is if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that means a positive number. My two solutions are going to be this one. Then I can say real roots are real and distinct. Distinct means different roots. Both the roots are two different values. And b square minus 4ac, third case we have is less than 0, which means no real roots. You cannot solve that quadratic equation for time being. Okay. So this method is very useful, especially when you have the roots as irrational numbers. If the roots are irrational numbers, then you cannot solve it by splitting the middle term. And you can solve it by completing the square method, but it is going to be little bit difficult way to solve. If they don't mention any method, solve by splitting the middle method or solve by completing square method, then I suggest you use this method only, and it is very quick and very easy to solve. Okay, so this is the introduction part of the nature of the roots. What is the nature of roots is, roots are equal, roots are real and distinct, or no real roots. These are the three cases. Especially using this formula, there will be a 1 mark question. They give find the value of k if the following quadratic equation has equal roots. So let me take the example. How do we solve it? The question is something, find the value of k. Value of k if the given, if the polynomial, you can say, or quadratic equation, polynomial has maybe equal roots. Okay, the quadratic equation is, just a minute students, 1140, sorry, 1040. Okay, now the quadratic equation I'll take here it as maybe, what should I take? X square, let me put some x square, maybe kx plus 6. This is a polynomial, I'll put equals to 0 as a quadratic equation. So has equal roots. What is the condition for equal roots we discussed? The condition for equal roots is b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. This is the condition. So if it is 1 mark question, no need to do formal way. Directly you can substitute and find out. Now let's see what I will get. What is b value here? Anyone can tell me what is b value in this quadratic equation? ABC values. Before you solve it, first write a value is equals to 1. Let me see if somebody answer it. Yeah. Still people are joining. You can join after the class, student. A equals to 1, B equals to, let me see what you given the answer. If you are given all your answers are wrong, it cannot be K, it has to be minus K. You have to include the sign also, okay? Because in our quadratic equation, we have all are positive values. A is positive, B is positive, and C is also positive. But in the given quadratic equation, you have minus k. So generally, you can write this as plus minus of k. Okay, so B value is going to be minus k, not plus k. And C value is equals to 6. I got A value, B value, C value. So let me substitute A, B, C values. So what you are going to get? B value is minus k. So you'll get minus k whole square, b square minus 4. What is A value is 1 and C value is 6 is equals to, sorry, 0. Okay. So next value you will get it as k minus k square is minus term is there, it is a square. So we are going to get k square. K square minus 4 6 24 is equals to 0. Okay. So I think now we know how to solve it. Then k square is equals to 24 will come. Because if I send minus 24 that side, it is going to be, sorry, I think I am increasing the font size. Yeah, k square is equals to 24. Can anyone tell me what is the k value? K value is equals to root 24. Root 24 you can write, I think, yeah, root 24. In the simplest form, you can write it as, let me insert the equation for root symbol. Root 24 you can write root 4 into 6, that is 2 root 6. If you want in the simplest form, 2 root 6. Okay, so that is the value of k. Maybe you can put plus or minus also, and you check which answer is going to satisfy this one. Okay, so this is 1 mark question. If it is given for 1 mark, then you no need to do each and every step like this. You can, if you calculate orally, you can calculate and get the answer directly. But also welcome. Okay. Now let me take another condition example. For example, if I take the same equation, like, let me insert the equation here, which is x square. I'll take the known example. We already solved this example. Minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. And I give the condition as they have, if, okay, find the value of x. That is our question. So what is our x formula? X formula is this one, minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Before I go for the formula, let me find, give me the value of a, b and c for the given quadratic equation. What is the value of a, what is b, and what is c? Just type your answer and I'll check. A equals to b equals to c equals to, let me see what you type. A is 1, b is minus 5, a. What about c value? No one types. Yes, c value is 6. Yes, perfect. So a value is 1, b value is minus 5, and c value is 6. What you can do is, for easiest way to solve, you find b square minus 4ac value also. Okay, so that in the formula you can substitute directly. B square minus 4ac equals to, b square value is minus 5 whole square, which is 25, minus, you have 4ac, 4 into 1 into 6. What you get? 4 into 1 into 6, which is 24. 4 1 is 4, 4 6 is 24. So which is equals to 1. So you got b square minus 4ac value is 1. Now substitute in the formula and we will simplify. Oh, I re-copy. So my formula is going to be this one. So if I substitute the formula, let me substitute here only if you wish. Okay, so this is my formula. X equals to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4a under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now minus, what is b value? B value is again minus 5. Be careful, huh? Students does the mistake here. Here formula itself has 1 minus sign, and your b value is also 1 minus sign. So there should be 2 minus signs. One from formula, one from the value of b. So minus b plus or minus. Now what you get, b square minus 4ac value is root 1. So you will get under root 1. So this how it will be easier to, if you find b square minus 4ac value is there before only, so this will be easier to solve upon 2 into what is a value I have, 1. Now if I simplify next step further, you'll get fraction here. So minus 5 into minus 5 is going to be 5. Then plus or minus root 1 is 1 upon 2 into 1 is 2. So now I have two cases here. One case is, as I said, x equals to, when I take plus sign, 5 plus 1. Let me insert the equation easy for you. Case 1 is 5 plus 1 upon 2. This is one case. Another case is x equals to 5 minus 1 upon 2. If I take plus sign 1 and minus sign 1, 5 minus 1 upon 2. Here you have plus or minus sign, right? So I have taken plus sign as a case 1. I have taken minus sign as a case 2. Now see here what you get. X equals to 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 upon 2 is 3. So next value you will get x equals to 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 upon 2 is 2. Okay. So x equals to 3 and x equals to 2. These are the values of x. Now tell me which method is easy, completing square method or this quadratic formula or splitting the middle term? Yeah, your answers are correct. 2, 3, 3, 2. Most of you are given the answers. Perfect. Quadratic formula is easier, right? So if you want, I'll show you one example where you cannot realize the factorization and when it takes more. Let me take which one we solve. X square minus 60x minus 2700. Next example I'll take. Oh, sorry. What is our next example is, you have to find the value of x, which is x square minus 60x plus 2700. Let me cross check the equation. Minus 2700, sorry. This is a minus 2700 is equals to 0. So generally when you have these numbers, students will spell, they'll get the splitting the middle term, no issue, but they take much time to solve the equations. Sorry, this is an example, this is solution. Now let me write quickly what are the A, B, C values. So I'm going to get A value as 1 and B value as minus 60 and C value as minus 2700. Here C is also negative value. Okay, let me see if somebody type. Yeah, perfect. Now I have to find next thing is B square minus 4AC value. Instead of separating finding separately here, you can substitute in the formula, then find out. But I suggest first you find B square minus 4AC value, so which will be easier. Okay, let me take B square means minus 60 whole square. 60 square is 3600 minus 4AC. Let me write one step. 4 into A is 1 into minus 2700, which is equals to, I'll get 3600. Now here you see you have one minus sign here, you have another minus sign here. So minus into minus is going to be plus. Now what is 4 into 2700? 8000 plus 2800. I think 10,800. I think so. 800 is coming. Yeah, 10,800. So when I add them, this is 13,000 and 14,400. 14,400. This is the value of b square minus 4ac. Okay. Now let me take the formula once. This is my formula. What I suggest you, when you are solving exercise questions, write the formula each and every time so that it will store in your mind automatically. No need to remember separately. So minus, so I'll try to simplify the number of steps. Minus b. Minus b means minus of minus 60. So I'll put directly 60 plus or minus. Why I'm putting 60? You have b value is negative, which is minus 60. And here you have one formula value is also minus. So minus of minus is going to be plus. If you want one step, let me write here. Under root, I got b square minus 4ac value is 14400 upon 2a. A value is 1, so 2 into 1 is 2. Okay, so which is equals to, now here the question arises, what is the under root term? You have 60 plus or minus. You observe the under root term carefully. You have 144. Okay, what is the square of 144? Square root of 1, not square,
12.
square root of 12. And you can write 144 into 100, right? Because two zeros are there, which is 144 into 100 is 14,400. So square of 144 is 12 and square of 100 is 10. So square of this number is going to be 120. 12 into 10 is 120. I hope you understand this. Okay. So then you have two cases. One is x equals to, you have 60 plus 120 upon 2. This is case 1. And case 2 is going to be x equals to 60 minus 120 upon 2. So I think you can guess the values of x. So first value of x is 60 plus 120 is 180. 180 upon 2 is 90. Then next value of x is 60 minus 120 is minus 60. Minus 60 upon 2 is minus 30. Okay. See how simply we got it. No need of factorization. I no need to worry about what should I split it. How do I split this minus 2700 to get as minus 60? And completing square method also, some of them feel difficulty. Until unless they don't ask, you go for the quadratic formula only. So now all these examples which I left out in the last class for you to solve it, you can solve these questions with the help of quadratic formula also if you want. Okay, these are all things. So all these things you can try it out at home using the quadratic formula. Okay, so let me see. So here we have two distinct real roots which we already discussed. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, two equal roots. If b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, no real roots. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0. These are all the questions we already discussed. And exercise 4.4. Here also we have few word problems which we already solved few questions. Just you can write out. Okay, so this is how we officially finish the quadratic equation chapter. I think we have taken 3 classes or 4 classes. This is 4th class for quadratic equation. In the deleted chapter of the quadratic equation, I think they mentioned that word problems are not important. So what I suggest you, just I explain the purpose. If by mistake they put any question, then you must be able to solve it. So whatever the exercise questions you have and whatever the types of questions I mentioned, those questions you can solve it. So till now, do you have any doubts in the present topics which we discussed? Or any topics which you are not understood? Okay, no doubt. Very good. Now, what I do is just give me a fraction of second, 1 minute time. Then I'll get the quadratic equation formula. There are a few questions which are not discussed here. Where is Byju's? Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it. No. No, not this one. Okay, let me give myself one question instead of searching here and there. Something like this. The question is, find the value of x. Solve for x. Maybe they'll use the different words. Something x minus 1 upon x plus 2 plus something x minus 3 upon, maybe you can put some x minus 2 something is equals to, maybe I'll put 11 upon 3. Okay, this is the equation, the given equation. They are asked that find the value of x if possible or if exists. I think this type of questions we are not discussed yet. So these are the very easy questions, but they look very dangerous as appearance. Now, as usual, what I do is I'll go for the LCM in the denominator. What is the LCM? It is going to be in such all type of questions. LCM, just you take the product of both the denominators. Nothing to think much. X plus 2 into x minus 2. The product of both the denominators will be your LCM. Look at the numerator. What happens in the numerator is this denominator multiply with this numerator plus y plus, because there is a plus sign here. If minus is there, then I'll put minus sign. This denominator will multiply with the numerator of the second term. So let me write quickly. You have x minus 1 is multiplying with x minus 2, then plus x minus 3 multiply with x plus 2. Okay, I hope this step is clear for everyone, which is equals to 11 upon 3. So next important step is multiplying or opening up the brackets. Let me see what you get if I open the brackets. In the denominator, what you get, this is a plus b into a minus b. So I think a square minus b square, that is the formula, which is x square minus b square means 4, because 2 square value is 4. Now look at the numerator, what you get. First I multiply x with x, which is going to be x square. Then x multiply with minus 2, which is going to be minus 2x. Then minus 1 will multiply with x, that is minus 1 into x is x only. Then minus 1 multiply with minus 2, which is plus 2. So one bracket, product of first two terms is completed. Then the product of next two terms will be left out. So as we have plus sign here, we already discussed. So no need to maintain brackets. If minus sign is there, please maintain the bracket. Now again, x into x is going to be x square, right? Then x into plus x into plus 2 is going to be plus 2x. Then minus 3 into x is going to be minus 3x. Then minus 3 into 2 is going to be -6. Be careful, you have to multiply along with its sign. Otherwise, you never get the correct answers and you feel maths is very difficult. Okay. That is the only reason, because we have to remember multiple what you call rules and regulations and multiple formulas in each and every step and each and every time. Now let me see what you can simplify here. You have x square plus x square, which is going to be 2x square. Then look at them. This is minus 2x. This is plus 2x. Both will get cancelled. Then you have minus x minus 3x. Minus x minus 3x is going to be minus 4x. Now look at the constant terms. This is plus 2 and this is minus 4. So 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Okay. Which is equals to 11 upon 3. Now everything is simplified. Next step, what you do is cross multiplication of the terms. What is cross multiplication? This 3 multiply with each and every term here. Then 11 multiply with each and every term here. Okay. So I am doing it directly. 3 into 2x square is going to be 6x square, right? Minus 3 into 4x is going to be 12x, minus 3 into 4 is 12, is equals to 11 into x square is 11x square, minus 11 into 4 is 44. Okay. So what I have done is 3 is multiplying with each and every term in the numerator and 11 multiplying with each and every term in the denominator. That's what I have done in the above step. Now what you can do is bring all these terms to RHS sign. So if I bring every term here, 0 will be left out. First, let me write what are the terms are here. I'll keep these terms as it is. Now 6x square will come as minus 6x square will come. Then minus 12x will transfer to the right hand side as plus 12x. Similarly, minus 12 is here. It will transfer this side as plus 12. Okay. So which is equals to, now final simplification I'll get in. 0 is equals to 11x square minus 6x square is going to be 5x square will come. Then what are the x terms? Plus 12x will be there, plus 12x will be there. Then minus 44 plus 12. Minus 44 plus 12 is going to be minus 32. Okay, so finally I got the quadratic equation. Now you have to use the quadratic formula. You try it out and find out the solution. So there will be such type of equations you may get. I think we solved this in one of the word problems. Yeah, see here we already have. Okay, we solve 1 by x plus 1 by x. So there will be 2 mark questions. They give only the expression. They will ask you to find the value of x. Somewhere you have such type of questions. I think somewhere we got, if I am not sure. Let me cross check it once. Yeah, here also 1 by x minus 3 questions. Okay. So these are one type of question where they'll ask you to solve it, or sometimes they give as a 1 mark question, this question, not for value of x, they'll ask you, check whether it is a quadratic equation or not. Okay. So in that case, what I do is, I don't reach till this step. Maybe here itself I can decide whether it is a, because I'll get 6x square here and 11x square here. So they are not going to get cancelled. So here itself I can conclude it is a quadratic equation. Okay. So I think I think somebody solved this. Somebody got the value of x also. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So here we